We just completed the long ride in the van. Nobody got car sick, and we transit into this hotel. Now we're staying at a nice hotel, and we're basically like crawling out of the jungle with muddy luggage, and I have snake hooks, and the people in the lobby are looking at us like, where did these guys come from? Because Chiang Mai is a major tourist stop along the way, and you get a lot of elderly tourists, you know, Europeans and Americans and everything else. So anyway, so we felt a little bit out of place. So we get to this nice hotel, shower up, and now we are trying to fit in. And it was nice, you know, we had a couple of nice dinners. We went to the Chiang Mai Zoo, and just, you know, relaxing and just kind of getting our fill of civilization, because we know that what's coming up next is going to be a lot of days away from people and all the amenities and everything else. So here we are in Chiang Mai. When we travel around, it's basically taxis, you know, normal vehicles. But for me personally, the local means of travel is the tuk-tuk, small open carriage, three-wheel motorcycle type of thing. And I actually enjoy them. They're cheaper than a taxi. There's no air conditioning, of course, but I just like to do it the local way, local style. I've been to Chiang Mai before, and I have enjoyed the Chiang Mai Zoo in the past. The zoos are always interesting to me. Zoos in other countries, they allow you to get right up to the bars, to the fences. You can stick your hands through bars if you feel that you need to do that. Everything is at your own risk. We want to see all this stuff and kind of just see what they have to offer. We were looking for reptiles. Their reptile exhibit was a bit empty at the time, but wonderful hornbill exhibit, beautiful animals and primates, and so, you know, Chiang Mai Zoo, it's a nice place. So from Chiang Mai, we're flying all the way down to southern Thailand. We're going to land in Phuket. Phuket is a destination that most tourists will arrive at and stay there. Of course, we want to get away from it a little bit. We want to see more wildlife. So we're landing in Phuket, and then we're going by van to the north to Khao Sok National Park and Cheow Larn Lake. It's kind of funny because Phuket is a major tourist destination. Everybody that goes to Phuket is staying in Phuket for the beaches and that. And then so now we're leaving Phuket because we want to find wildlife. So we're headed to Cheow Larn Lake. Limestone Lake is what the nickname is for that area. So we're going to play tourist there for the first night. It's more of a stopover. However, outside of the raft house and the recreational area and that, there are a couple of caves and there is wildlife to be found, and there are gibbons in the surrounding mountainous areas that you can hear in the morning. So we're going to play tourist, but we're also going to take a look for some wildlife. So welcome to our accommodations. This is the basic sleep arrangement for the raft houses here. When we just open our front door and look out, it just doesn't get any better than that. It's just amazing. Check this thing out. This is a giant cicada. We were just walking back from dinner back to our bungalow, and this huge thing was sitting on the door. It's a big winged insect and it's attracted to the light. And it makes this unbelievable sound. Listen to that. Kayaks, again, are a fantastic way to view wildlife because there's no engines and it's silent. So early the next morning, we wanted to use that opportunity before the other people had woken up and started making noise. We grabbed some kayaks and we went out of view, outside of the area of the raft houses and bungalows, and we just wanted to do some real silent travel, see what we could find while everything was so peaceful and calm. Anything that makes noise in the bushes, in the jungle, foliage, you hear it because it's so quiet and so serene. We could hear the gibbons out in the distance calling. We found armored centipedes consuming, some of the decaying wood in that by the water's edge, and just so beautiful. It was just somewhere that you just didn't want to leave. It was just so peaceful and so relaxing. The scenery was unbelievable. A really healthy, beautiful area. It's really fantastic. The gibbons are starting to call in the distance from that direction. So after that early morning kayak trip, where we were very happy with what we did encounter, we headed back to the raft houses, we packed our bags, took some breakfast, and there was one cave that we have nicknamed the Snake Cave. It's a spot that isn't visited too often by tourists. However, there are some visitors to the cave. We wanted to check in on that cave, see how the wildlife was, see what we could find. It's a little bit of a hike, it's a little bit of an uphill climb, but it's definitely worth it, and it's in that area, so before we left we wanted to check that out. Look at this old growth tree. Look how big this is. I mean, that's good size. This is an old tree. That is a big tree. Well, we definitely found this cave. This is a beautiful entrance. It's huge. And I am really excited to get down in here. Look how insane this is. Look how big this cave entrance is. This is a huge, huge cave. So here we go, we're like 2 minutes into this cave, and there's a cave-dwelling racer perched atop this rock formation. So check this out. This is a cave-dwelling rat snake. It's a non-venomous snake, and it preys on mammals for the most part, so it's definitely back here for the bats. There's so many bats. That's what this guy's feeding on for sure. So Cheow Larn Lake was a blast. It's beautiful, but the adventure never stops. We're now getting on a boat, and we are headed about 3 hours to the north to the far reaches of the lake. That's where the adventure is. That's where the wildlife is to be found. There's no people out there. The accommodations are pretty bleak. Not much for amenities in that. It keeps the people away, and it allows the animals to remain happy and close by. So this is where it's going to get good.